Hello everyone, this is Mrs. Ramshaw. I just want to say that now I'm a YouTuber, so yay, never thought I'd say I was a YouTuber. But I've come on, I've been speaking to Mrs. Blair, and we talk about you every day, and we miss you, and I'm very keen to read Journey to the River Sea for you while you're all at home doing your learning. For any parents and carers watching, there is learning to be done. There is the school website, which Oak 2 have a folder. And one of the activities in the folder is about picking a character and doing a character description and drawing. So for my first video that you can like and subscribe to down below is to give you a reminder, a recap of the characters that you can choose. So I just want to say that Macmillan, who this book is published by, have given permission for people to read these books. Normally it's a copyright infringement, which means that that's not allowed, but I've looked on their website and Macmillan say for this time, yes, it is okay that I read you this book. So, one of the characters is Maya. She is our main character. The descriptions in this book are not very big descriptions, so I want you to use your imagination. What do you see when I'm talking about a character? What does that person look like in your head? I'd love to see some pictures. You can email the Oak 2 email address, which you should, your parents and carers should have that email address. Okay, so we're going to talk about, actually, I don't think there's a very good description of Maya that I've found yet. So think what you will. Make her up. I don't think we even know what colour her hair is, so just make something up. Lovely picture of Maya, yeah, just create something for her. This is a description for Miss Minton. So Miss Minton is Maya's governess, and she is accompanying her to the River Sea, also known as the Amazon. Yes, I knew you all knew that, so brilliant. So, the girls followed Maya out into the street, but at the sight of the black-clad woman sitting stiffly in the back of the cab, her hands on her umbrella, Maya faltered. This was Miss Minton, the governess, who was going to take care of her on the journey. "Doesn't she look fierce?" whispered Melanie. "Poor you," mumbled Hermione. And indeed, the tall, gaunt woman looked more like a rake or a nutcracker than a human being. The door of the cab opened. A hand in a black glove, bony and cold as a skeleton, was stretched out to help her in. Maya took it, and followed by the shrieks of her schoolmates, they set off. So, let's think about the word gaunt. I can't do it so well. Got a bit of chubbiness on my old cheeks, but gaunt. Thin and gaunt. Have a think about that. Maya turned her head. Miss Minton was certainly a most extraordinary looking person. Her eyes, behind the thick, dark-rimmed spectacles, glasses, were the colour of mud. Her mouth was narrow, her nose thin and sharp, and her black felt hat was tethered to her sparse bun of hair with a fearsome hatpin in the shape of a Viking spear. So, got pretty good description of Miss Minton. She'd be a really good one to have a go at, especially if you don't have any colouring pencils, because she's pretty much just black clothes, thin brown eyes, black glasses. Okay, now we are coming to Miss Carter and the twins. The twins are called Gwendolyn and, oh, I've forgotten the name of the other, Beatrice. Gwendolyn and Beatrice. Remembering her manners, she went first to Mrs. Carter and curtsied. The twins' mother was plump, with a heavily powdered face, a double chin, like this, and carefully waved hair. She looked like the sort of person who would smell of violets or lavender, but to my surprise, she smelled strongly of Lysol. Remember, Lysol is a cleaning product. We had a discussion about what Lysol was. It was a smell Maya knew well, because it was what the maids had used at school to disinfect the lavatories. Okay, we've got Mr. Carter. Mr. Carter was a thin, gloomy-looking man with gold-rimmed spectacles. He was wearing long khaki shorts. Khaki's like a green colour, quite like an army green. And mosquito boots. I don't know what they are. You could Google that. And did not seem very interested in the arrival either of Maya or her governess. Okay, now we're going to the twins. And now, as Miss Minton in her turn shook hands with the Carters, Maya was free to turn to the twins. She had imagined them well. They were fair, they were pretty, and they were dressed in white. Fair, we're going to go thinking about blonde, pale skin, not too pale. They wore straw hats, each with a different coloured ribbon around the rim. One pink, one blue, and the sashes around their flounced dresses matched their hats. Their fair ringlets, a little limp in the heat, touched their collars. Their round cheeks were flushed. Their light blue eyes were framed by pale, almost colourless lashes. So, they are some really good descriptions of the girls. Fair description of Mrs. Carter, fair description of Mr. Carter, but Miss Minton would be a really good one for you to do. So that is what I'd like to do. My next video is me going to read the next part of the story. I'll do a little recap of where we've got to. You do know the story. You need to remember. You're very lucky that I can't ask you questions that you have to reply to. So enjoy it. I hope I read it well for you. And I really hope you're all well. There is contact that you can have with school and with Mrs. Blair. If there's any suggestions of things you want to do or something you want me to read or an activity or maybe we do a reading competition, please let us know and we can do those things. Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed this video. You see I'm wearing blue for you today. Got my scarf. Got my scarf of familiarity. So have a nice weekend. Have a nice Easter. Bye.